Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am the Divine One and I'm bringing you yet another assortment. Stop the presses. Can I get back on the mic please? I know I've been very busy and have not been dropping videos as much as I would like as I've finally finished my dissertation, but you had to have known that I was going to be up here. You have to have known it. You have to have known that I was going to make time to discuss Shannon Sharp, right? The Conetian, the captain of the Flower Rangers, the Mayonnaise Avenger, the Winter Soldier. How could you think I wouldn't drag Shannon?
My hairline is running away from my face.
Sharp. I damn near dragged Tebow Rackins out of the casket 2 months ago. Be that as it may, y'all thought we were just gonna sit by while black men continue embarrassing themselves in the public eye after they fell out of favor with
the precious
white woman who has the face of a Grinch who stole Christmas and is trying to stuff 50 million of Shannon Sharp's dollars into her Christmas stocking.
Becky is serious too. She about to take every last bit of who ham, who turkey, who gravy, who dinner rolls. She about to get all of that out of Shannon.
After he spent years getting his kink off, constantly being asked why he only dates white women and dragging black women. No way, no way. From Shannon Club Shay Sharp's latest mess to the crew of Uncle Tom's in suits, we're about to put the whole ultra side black male kinks out of their misery. I have to say this, it's the coonery for me. First your Lil White, then Tebow Rackins on Uncle Snoop Doggy Dogg, 50 Cent, and now Shannon not so damn sharp. Black men in the US have been disappointingly whitewashed. A complete letdown. In fact, when I die, I want all my pallbearers to be black men so they can let me down one last time. Anywho, you know the routine because a lot of you have been here for a long minute, okay? But hold up, where's my wine? You're not new to this, so let's stay true to this. We have some TikToks and there will be commentary at the end. Let's go.
It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough.
First up, Shannon Sharp, NFL legend turned TV loudmouth country bumpkin trying to cosplay an intelligent masculine black man. Pause. When I say intelligent masculine black man, I know that we envision this, but this is what we get. But anywho, he is getting dragged today. Why? This man capped each of his daughter's wedding budget to $30,000. Yeah, $30,000 for each daughter's special day, with Unc joking they could serve spaghetti and fried fish to cut costs. But here's the kicker. The same Shannon Sharp reportedly offered at least $10 million to silence a white woman accusing him of sexual assault. The very same woman who was demanding $50K per IHOP biscuit batter pancake flat ass cheeks. This does not compute. Sidebar. If I were his daughters, I have one word for them: conservatorship. This bedbug bragged about choking a small white woman during a kinky call, somehow can't spare more than peanuts for his own black daughters. This double standard is bold. The Guardian confirms Sharp stepped away from ESPN after a Las Vegas woman sued him for rape, seeking $50 million. His lawyer even said the accuser turned down a $10 million settlement offer. But for his daughters, just 30 grand each and disrespect on a please give me attention ass podcast. Of course, the fans are livid, and I must say the comment section of every T page was quite entertaining. So he hollers hashtag support black girls and then drop crumbs on the ones you fathered. It's giving Panda Bear. Sharp claims he's devoting time to his family and responding to these false allegations. Well, we know he's not talking about spending time with his daughters, not after these revelations. You can't have it both ways. His own words and receipts are public, painting a damning picture. Seems the only thing bigger than the $10 million check is the gap between his wallet and his alleged love for his daughters. Now let's talk about Sharp's other hobby, worshiping at the altar of whiteness. Remember when he basically threw black WNBA players under the bus to bow at Caitlin Clark's feet? Sharp proudly tweeted he was defending Caitlin Clark, the white college phenom, while mostly ignoring black women ballers getting disrespected online.
Oh, Divine. So you mean he doesn't just reserve the disregard and disrespect to the black woman in his family?
Hush, child. I'm getting to that. A black female fan called him out, saying he never stands up for other women in the WNBA. And Sharp snapped back, why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Excuse me. This man straight up mocked the black woman's hair, basically a dog whistle. This about weaves. The internet was heated. That horsehair remark had folks accusing him of being anti-black and hating on black women. And rightfully so. That insult is as tired as his excuses or those extra small ass tracksuits. Dress your age, Shannon, not the age you're trying to be. And not to put too fine a point on it, but maybe if you have a hairline that is being pushed back to ancient Egypt, you might want to stray away from talking about other people's hair. But I digress. Here's the thing. This wasn't new for Shannon. In a resurfaced September 2024 clip, he clowned older black women on his Nightcap podcast, saying it's the older women trying to shame older men into picking them. Older women ain't the competition. It's them young ones. That'll do what you want. He literally praised younger women for being more compliant, then mocked independent older women, snarky. You the boss by yourself. Paging Tracy Ellis Ross. Tracy Ellis Ross might want to have a word or two here. Tracy Ellis Ross ain't by herself, but who's gonna tell Unc? In other words, older black women, you're too confident, and that's why we chase 20-somethings. Massage no war much, but I also have to point out the girl, Gabby, is it, who he was trying to pay off with $10 million. $10 million doesn't sound too compliant to me, but she's 19, but has a face that says that she's about 119. Should we be surprised? As the Root pointed out, net citizens are raging over Sharp's alleged race play fetish with his white 19-year-old pre-Karen accuser.
Wait a minute. Wait a whole damn minute, Divine. Race play? Now, Divine.
Ooh, child. You didn't know? Buckle up. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna break it down. Leaked texts show Sharp and that white ex engaged in some seriously sick role play, kink play, race play. Allegedly, Sharp was all in on the interracial kink. At one point, the ex tells him, "Put a big black baby in me," and he's caught on audio saying, "I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman." You heard that right, child. Shannon freak Nick Sharp fetishizing a violent slave master fantasy, reinforcing the ugliest racial power imbalance for kinks. Bravo, Unc. You must be so proud. That's not the vibe our ancestors had in mind when they fought for our dignity. I'm pretty sure that's not the vibe that your grandmother instilled into you either.
Now it makes sense why he said, "The only time you'll catch me with a black woman is if I'm holding her ass for the police."
Drillificent. What do you mean by that?
Divine, it's obvious. What black woman gonna even entertain telling him to say his name, Toby? And Shannon's replies, Kunta Kinte. He only gonna feel sexually aroused if that interaction is with a white woman who looks like she is a cast extra on Little House on the Prairie.
Exactly. And then get this. He has the nerve and audacity to play the victimized black man card. After the lawsuit dropped, Sharp tried to rally black folks around him, acting like he's under attack because he's a black man, complete in his Martin Luther King ass voice. No, Shannon, say it like you was talking with Becky. Use the slave play voice. Twitter dragged him. You can't do the black man angle when you're participating in race play. One user clapped back, and I absolutely agree.
Divine, I think it's time for a reality check.
You know, Drillificent, I think you're right. Let's read a bitch like a Scantron today. Go.
This California raisin face, Miss Netta's long-lost, less masculine ass twin, Nixdale, really thought he could literally, yes, a master, cosplay in the bedroom and then get sympathy from black people?
Shannon, you don't get to suddenly put on a dashiki, an afro comb, and pump a black power fist in the air and yell, "Protect black men," as a shield from consequences and accountability. Go.
Then you got played like Monopoly by an old Mary Jane rotten crotch, bargain basement, dingy, extra wide face, trailer park trash ass, struggle face, throwback, only 19 and already hit several walls as OnlyFans model who really makes her income selling that moose pussy. Really? That's the best you could pull? A Becky who looks like a cast extra from Driving Miss Daisy?
I promise you, when other black men saw who was suing him for those $50 million, they were like, and another L. For the Black Red Pill podcasters, the only submission Becky Stein over here is worried about is which bank she's going to submit those $50 million to. Go.
Shannon danced with White She-Devil in private, and now he wants black solidarity and protection from the white man. In public, it don't work like that, fam. Shannon was in special ed classes when he was in high school, wasn't he? He had to have been a special needs student at some point, or do you suspect CTE?
He does seem like he's O.J. Simpson level slow, and you can't pay me not to believe that he's not ordering bales of cotton from Amazon by the truckload.
I bet he spent more on that cotton than he did his daughter's wedding.
On top of all of this, Sharp stays caping for every white woman in sight. It's like a bad episode of Get Out meets Sunken Place podcast.
This Nick Cell is different.
And we don't care, because if he's looking for black people to march and run past play interference for him, he better get somebody else to do it.
But seriously, I'm just saying, where are the Beckies, the Snow Bunnies? Hell, where are the Desert Hair that prefer black men so much? Why are they never marching for their black kings? It's embarrassing.
But let's go back down memory lane. At his 2011 Hall of Fame induction, Shannon's voice cracked, his eyes welled up, and he told the world what many black grandsons feel but rarely say out loud. She gave me everything but life, when he paid tribute to his grandmother, Mary, who passed away weeks before he was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, who not only raised 9 of her own kids, then turned around and raised 3 more that weren't even hers, including little Shannon from just 3 months old. So, is this how you honor a woman who got both you and your brother Sterling, another flower ranger, the rearing to have legendary careers in the NFL, both of them inductees in the NFL Hall of Fame, race play, king play, worshiping white women, having children out of marriage, and prioritizing the financial needs of your only fan slave master over your own daughters? I wonder what his grandmother would think. Well, it looks like our time is up. I thank you for making the time to go through it to the end with me. Like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you.